Happy Thursday. Where everybody at? Come on, where y'all at? What y'all got going on? This has been a marvelous week thus far. Definitely, hopefully, it's more great things to come. My baby birthday this weekend, so I definitely know we're gonna find something to get into. She turning the big 2-5, so I know I'm very quite sure she's gonna drag us somewhere out here in the public. No, I try to stay away from the public. I don't like outside. Everybody getting sick again all of a sudden. I don't know where these colds coming from. Everybody got a cold. Kiki got a cold. My husband got a cold. And I hope they ain't trying to creep up and make me sick because I ain't got time to be sick. Okay. I don't have no time, but all of a sudden the sickness is starting back out of the blue. It's going from it's like we having all the seasons in one week. It be hot one day, freezing cold the next day, then spring like the next day. I mean, if y'all don't think we living in our last days, baby, y'all are totally confused. You don't even know what season you need to get dressed for. You don't know what season you need to get dressed for, honey. And this new era. This is ridiculous. And now everybody's sick because of the confusion of the weather. Lord, did y'all see that they is not top of the United States is not gonna press charges in the Shanquella Robinson case? That is so sad to know that baby went to Mexico with her friends and that the US will bow out like that. Like that's crazy. Even though it happened in Mexico, still the way that they left that baby, that will make them guilty. I don't care what else happened. The fact that y'all left y'all friend deceased in Mexico will tell me enough about your character that y'all will be guilty of something. They wouldn't be walking away scot free, honey. They're gonna have to be guilty of something. Okay, there I would find something. Well, if murder can't stick, then it'll be something. If you couldn't charge them with unaliving that baby, they should have charged them with something. There's no way they should allow them to walk free after that lady and that man that lost their child. Like that's why I ain't big on, as far as friends and people under me all the time, because you never know. When you down in the dumps, that's when you're gonna have the most friends that you can really trust, those ones that's with you when you don't got nothing. But as you start to elevate in life, you have to really start looking at the company you keep, even your day one A1s. Because see, sometimes people will tell you that they want what's best for you, but they want you to do good as long as it's not better than them or to a place that they feel like you're advancing too much. See, a lot of people that don't want to advance in life, they want to keep you down in the dumps with them. So they don't really like the fact that you be trying to advance or elevate your life. They start talking about you and saying that you think you all that. So you gotta watch the ones that say stuff like that. Oh, she thinks she all that. She this, she that. Oh, she changing. Those ones that make those little comments and you know ain't nothing changing about you. Your life is just elevating, but you still the same person you are when you got $0. Now that you got thousands of dollars, you ain't never changed. Honey, you gotta cut them people off. I don't care how long you knew them because those are the people that be cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? Those frenemies, those ones that really ain't your friend. You think they're your friend, and they've been around and enough to know all your business up in all your mixes, but they turn out to be sour. Turn out that love that you thought they had for them, turn it to pure envy. And I'm just not the one, a lot of people like, say, well, if you eat and your friends should eat, you can still feed your friends, but some of them ain't never satisfied. Even though you could put them on game, and because they didn't take the game and utilize it the way you utilize the game, they still envy you. Even if you gave them the recipe, you gave them the blueprint for your success. And because it didn't play out exactly how yours played out, they still feel like, you know what I'm saying, you cut them off at the kneecap. It's something that you didn't tell them. You gotta understand, somebody can hand you anything. They can hand you, like you said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. At the end of the day, somebody can put the game on your lap. If you don't got no ambition or motivation about yourself or no creativity, you know, create creativity. Why that don't sound right, y'all? Why that word not sounding right? Creativity. It's creativity. Creativity. I don't like the way it sounds. I don't, but you know what I'm saying. But if you ain't got none of that, baby, it don't matter. You're gonna still be stagnant in whatever you're trying to do because you're not putting your best foot forward. Y'all, it's crazy how that works. You know how when you get older, that's just like me. I'll rewrite a word 1,000 times and still the word will come out the exact same, but I keep rewriting it. Is that just something that come with old age, that words don't look the same on paper? Like they used to look. Like you'll look at a word, you'll know in your mind that you spelled it right. But when you're looking at it, it look wrong. So you'll keep replacing it, erasing it, redoing it, but you keep coming up with the same spelling. Girl, then you go to Google and you see that you spelled it right, but you write it down and you still say, but that just don't look right. I don't know if that's an age thing or something, but I find myself doing that a lot. And I'm like, you know how to spell. What are you doing? But when words don't look right on a piece of paper to me, and I rewrite that word 1,000 times. I don't know why I do that, but I just will. I just will. I rewrite it 1,000 times until it look right on that paper, and it never usually look right. All right, now let's just say I write it till I get tired of writing it. Okay. But yeah, I'm just like, I hope, do anybody know, can Mexico maybe still charge them even though the US didn't? Even though the US pulled back, time they didn't have enough evidence to charge the Cabo Six. Could Mexico still bring charges since they unalived her in Mexico? Like, I just can't see no way that these people gonna walk away scot free and that baby ain't here no more. Like, it's just no way that nobody can find any form of justice in that. Like, it's a video showing that girl jumping on that baby. Like, come on, y'all, come on. I know they ain't finna get away scot free with what they did to that baby. It is no way that they finna allow this to happen. Like if I was her mom and dad, I hope they stay on their necks. I don't care nothing about it. I hope they stay on their necks forever. Don't ever let up until justice is served for their baby. I hope they keep screaming to the mountaintops. Go to Congress. Go wherever you gotta go. Don't let your baby, be unalived. Don't let that baby pass away in vain. I hope they just stay fighting for that, because that's ridiculous. I never thought the US would do no mess like that. They just pull back top of no charges. They don't have enough evidence. You got a whole video. Like you got a whole video of them, of that girl fighting that baby like that. Like you can't get a timestamp from the corner, from the time that they saying that she passed away, from the time the video was taken. Like, come on, y'all. That's just ridiculous. The US, sometimes I be just wondering, like, I want to go to Canada or something. Let me be a resident of Canada. Something, just something else sometime. Sometimes it make you feel like that because common sense don't be common these days, and that's ridiculous. Common sense do not be common these days. And how you gonna think somebody just gonna let y'all, now y'all all supposed to live in North Carolina together with no justice for this child, this lady baby, and y'all supposed to be able to walk around freely in the same city, and this lady don't supposed to have no type of feelings about it. She don't supposed to retaliate. She don't supposed to feel no type of way. She's supposed to watch y'all live happy, live out the rest of y'all life while y'all done took her baby from her. Can somebody tell me, where can you find any right in that? Can anybody tell me, would you be able to do that? When you watch somebody, now your baby did nothing to incite the situation, your baby did nothing to deserve what happened to her. She was only trying to be a friend and she only befriended the wrong people. And they took your baby, like you left that lady baby deceased in Mexico, like with nobody. Like that showed alone the type of heart y'all had. Like y'all did some evil people. I don't care what nobody say. You can't make that right. Because the fact that y'all, that show get along, the fact that y'all left her over there, because that's a friend of mine. I don't care nothing about no fight or nothing. We going back together. I'm not finna leave her over there. What if they would have took that baby body and did something with it or anything? Why would you leave a friend? Even in her last moments, and she done passed away, y'all just left her. Like that alone speaks on the fact that you all have no heart. I don't care what the actions was that transpired. The fact that y'all left her over there showed what the type of people that you all are. Every single last one of you. Because I would have stayed behind with her. Forget that we had to get another flight. An emergency came up. Or calling her parents, y'all need to come over here. We over here in Mexico. She done passed away. And I'm not going to leave her here by herself. Y'all come get y'all baby. Or anything. But just to leave her there like that with that baby died alone. That is, ooh, y'all, that is heartbreaking. That poor baby died alone. Like people are so vicious and they don't have no heart. But you know one thing about it, God ain't sleep, honey. See, God vengeance that's gonna come down, because a lot of people thinking they getting away with a lot of stuff because they behinds are not being handed to them right when they're doing the stuff that they're doing. So they thinking they getting away with something, baby. God sit high and look low. When God opened his wrath, and unleash his wrath of vengeance on some people, baby, they gonna wish the world that they even want. They gonna not want to be here no more. You can't just do stuff like that to people and think you're supposed to live a good life. You can't do stuff like that to people and think that the rest of your life is supposed to just flourish. Like you got her blood on your hands. Each and every last one of y'all got that baby blood on her hands, whether you were the one that actually did the act or not. That baby blood is on everybody's hands that she entrusted as a friend, that was there with her, that one allowed. Because first of all, if my friend ain't fighting back, I don't care if you is my friend too. Cut that out. She's not fighting back. She don't want to fight. Don't put your hands on her again. You want to box? Let's box. You're not finna just sit here and jump on her. I don't care what she did. She's not fighting you back. What do you get out of fighting somebody that's not fighting you back? Trying to be on some bully stuff. Like, what do you get out of that? Just slinging that baby around like she didn't even try to fight back. Like, what kind of enthusiasm? What did you think you was doing? Like, did that give you some type of clout? The fact that you sat there and fought on somebody that was not fighting you back, I would have got bored with that. Like, I don't want to fight you no more. You won't even fight back. But see, some people are just natural born and want to be bullies. They want to be bullies. They, you know what I'm saying? They look for some type of cloud or affirmation in the wrong things in life. That's why they will forever be stagnant and stuck in life, and they're going to forever wonder why their life is not flourishing. You know what I'm saying? Their life is not flourishing. Your life will not flourish when you got something like that on your hands. Shanquella's blood is on each and every last one of them people's hands. And I hope that I always tell my daughter, I said, look at this story. I bring it back to my 25 and 26-year-old daughter. Well, she finna be 25. Be careful talking about going places with friends. Hey, Dwayne, because baby, now you see what friends can do to you. They get you in another country and totally flip out on you. That's why I tell my babies, nah, I ain't comfortable with that. You ain't going out no country. If it ain't you and your sisters and your brothers, I ain't comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? Even after that case, I didn't even think nobody would ever do their friend like that. But that case opened up just another, form of, it was a teachable moment for these, these young adults and their parents. It's a teachable moment because who would ever think if your child said, me and my friends going on a girl trip, you never think in your mind that your baby will not return. That does not cross your mind. You more as a parent worrying about that happy of the fact that they're going in packs. So you say stuff like, make sure you never go nowhere alone. Make sure y'all all are always together. If you sit or drink down, don't come back to it. If you walk away from it, don't go back and drink it. Be very careful of your surroundings. Again, don't go nowhere by yourself. If at any point you feel like something may be going on, there's an embassy in other countries that you go to when you're from America and stuff go wrong. You teach your children stuff like that, but you don't think in the back of your mind that the people that they going with could be the ones that take their life from them. You don't think that, because who would spend their time to take, to go? And it just makes me wonder, did they plot that the whole time? Because it's going off like it's really going over way too smooth for the Cabo Six. Like that whole situation is moving way too smooth for them. So it makes me wonder, did they already plot this ahead of time? Did they already put some things in place that they will be able to beat? You know what I'm saying? To beat this crime. And I hope don't nobody be no fool and try to make the Cabo Six more, famous in a good way. Because people don't care nothing about money. I can see people now trying to make a doggone movie or something like that about the Cabo Six. I can see it now. To try to doggone provide them with some type of, just for their story. Because people don't really care genuinely. Everybody just worrying about where they can get their next dollar from. They don't even care about the morality in situations. Like the Cabo Six, I'm so pissed, y'all. I was so mad to see the U.S. did that baby like that. Like, why would y'all talk about no charges at all? It's a video. Regardless of what. I don't care if you charge her with assault. Charge her with something. Like, what you mean? It ain't enough evidence for y'all to press charges. Charge her with assault. You watch her on video. That's just like any other time when people record fights and stuff like on Facebook and stuff like that. They go to people's houses. They use that content to bring up charges on people. Why was the Cabo Six different? You had a video of them jumping on that baby. I done seen them go after people on Facebook for less. Like, videos being recorded. I done seen them go to people's houses and take kids because of what they seen them doing on video. So you mean to tell me y'all can't even charge her with assault when y'all got this girl doing this to this baby on you couldn't even charge her with assault? Make it make sense. Mm. Oh, I'm coming back. Okay, I'm back, y'all. That was my baby. Like I'm just upset. Like I can see them at least doing. Y'all got me. You hear me say Like I can see them at least giving them assault that girl assault charge, at least her, because you got her on video. Yeah, I was infuriated too, Dwayne. Like I can't believe that. They say they're not gonna bring no charges at all. Like y'all gotta be kidding me. Like, is this really? It makes you think. Like, do they really even care? Like I said, even if they can't get them for unaliving her, she should at least get charged with assault. The one they saw assaulting her on that video. Like, but for them to say nothing, the U.S. is not going to do nothing to protect their own. One of their own, that was your own. Like, regardless of what happened, that fact that it happened in Mexico, it's on video. Like, y'all use videos on Facebook to indict people. The ones that be on there with all the drugs and stuff like that. They post to indict them. So all the stuff that you see, we watch them do to everybody else when it comes to what they post on Facebook. You see a video of that girl assaulting that baby, and you mean to tell me she walks away scot-free when it comes to America? Well, the United States. The United States is going to pull completely out. They don't got enough evidence, and they're not going to charge her with nothing, not even assault. Yeah, somebody make that make sense to me. Somebody make that make sense to me. Is anybody that's in the chat, or that's watching, do anybody watching understand or maybe see this from another angle that I do not understand that can make this make sense? At a minimum, the charge should have been assault. Exactly, Dwayne. At a minimum, if they couldn't charge her with unaliving her, they should at least charge her with assault. She's on video assaulting that baby. That baby did not hit her first, nor was that baby hit her back. She should have at least been charged with assault of Shanquella. Like, come on. But for the you top, they don't have enough evidence, baby. Let me tell you something. If a video ain't enough evidence, nothing is. If something that is recorded and on video is not enough evidence for you to bring charges on somebody, nothing is. Nothing is. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. We done seen people get charged for less. That for situations that don't even involve somebody being unalive. You got people in court and trying to bring cases against people. Like, come on. But when it comes to something like this that really is serious, somebody lost their child, the U.S. back down? Nah, y'all, this ain't making sense to me. Somebody got to make this make sense. The math ain't mathing. The math is not mathing. It ain't mathing. Like I said, I done seen them indict people for drugs and stuff from what they post on Facebook. I done seen people send CPS to people's house because the mom and the bed in the living room smoking while the child was right there. CPS was at her door. They charged her with child neglect off of what she posted on social media. So you mean to tell me that you watching her? Basically, we saw this baby neck going down while she was beating in the back of the head. Like, we saw this stuff all on video, and she get to walk away scot free when it comes to the U.S. No charges. Nah, ain't nobody gonna tell me in this world that they think that makes any sense or that they can see where they coming from. Cause I can't. It just ain't. It just ain't. The math ain't math, and it just ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be infuriated if I was some mom and daddy. I would be infuriated. But do anybody know, is Mexico planning to still charge, or did Mexico? I hope at least Mexico gonna make them get extradited back and face charges there, since that's where the actual act took place at. I really hope Mexico chooses to extradite the Cabo Six and make them stand trial in Mexico. I really, 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 really hope. I just really hope these people ain't walking away scot free like this. I just hope they ain't doing nothing like that, because you know what? If that mama happened to blank out, she would have every right to. If her family members blank out, if the justice system fails this family like this, and that family chooses to take the law into their own hands, I will hope nobody don't say not one thing negative. Because what would you do if it was your child? And everybody just doing your baby like this, and you will never see your child again. And she didn't do anything but try to be a friend to the wrong people. She entrusted her life with the wrong people. That's all Shanquella did. And trusted her life with people that she thought she was friends with. And they left her body unalived in Mexico, come back home, making up all kind of stories about alcohol poisoning and all this mess. Like, what you lying for? What did you lie for? If it ain't nothing to cover up, it should have just been straight honesty from the beginning. Y'all should have stayed and called the police from the very beginning. One of those friends that was standing there, if anybody in that room was a friend to her, they would have stopped that fight. When it started, she not hitting you back. Chill out. Like, how could you stand there and watch somebody that's a friend of yours? I don't care if we all friends. That means I got love for all y'all. So that means I'm not finna stand here and watch one friend do this to another friend and she not even fighting back. What am I gonna get out of that? Nobody there had no love for Shanquella. None of them. How I bring them STV, none of them had no love for that baby. Not one of them that was on that trip had love for Shanquella. I don't care what nobody say, because they wouldn't have let that fight go on. Once she hit her the first time, she not hitting you back. I'd be like, man, chill out. That girl don't want to fight. We ain't over here to fight. We over here on vacation. You wait till we come to Mexico or nothing. First of all, I would have been so scared of the fact that we're in another country, baby. You're not finna fight over her. You better wait till we get back home. That's the first thing. Because the last thing I would want to do is get locked up in another country. You ain't see what they did to Brittany? Oh, no, no, no. You not doing, we not doing that. What that was, Brittany Griner? No, we ain't doing that. Mexico would not press charges because the publicity will hurt. Oh my goodness. The publicity will hurt tourism. Like, but they don't think, I think not pressing charges is gonna hurt tourism too. Because what people is gonna think is they can't be safe in Mexico. Now they can come over there and be hurt with, and people can actually walk away with no recourse. So them not charging them can hurt tourism as well. You see what I'm saying, Dwayne? If they don't do something, people are not going to feel safe going there. Even though now, even after what already happened with the other situation where the people went over there and got kidnapped and all that, people is now side-eyeing going to Mexico anyway. You know what I'm saying? People thinking twice about going over there. You know, people side-eyeing Mexico anyway. You know, people ain't feeling too safe going over there. Too much stuff happening. You know, people getting kidnapped, people going over there getting unalived by their own friends that they brought with them. Like, you know, it ain't even, you know, it just making me second guess. Like, is it even safe to even travel these days? Like, you just don't know what'll happen with you. That's why I told my kids, if it ain't y'all together, well, I know y'all ain't finna hurt each other, honey. Just pass it up. Because watching somebody friends turn on her like that was so heartbreaking. Like, to watch somebody friends turn on her like that and cost her life. And just to actually by her hands, just constantly pounding on that baby, like she was a stranger, like they didn't know her, and everybody stood around and watched. Like this was their friend jumping on a stranger, not like this was their friend jumping on another friend. So that's why I said all of them got their hands in this. All of them that were present, hands are dirty, whether they participated in the act or not. You know what I'm saying? None of them had no class, no morality. Their morals they lacked, and none of them was that baby friend. Not one of them. Not one of them can stand firm and try to act like they better than the other one. All y'all hands are dirty. All y'all fall under the same category because all y'all sat there and let that mess happen, and that baby gone. And top of the U.S. ain't pressing no charges. They want to wait and let the smoke die down. Mexico just want it to go away. No, it ain't gonna never go away. Mexico got, you know what may have deterred it though, when that stuff happened with that those people went over there and got kidnapped. Because now that done brought some more heat on Mexico. So you right, you might be right, Dwayne. They might be trying to back down, like not right now. Like I don't, but that listen. Neither here or there. At some point, Mexico is going to have to stand up and make people feel safe coming to their country. Like too much stuff is happening in Mexico that makes people feel unsafe. So they're going to have to bring somebody to justice some kind of way. Now that's going to hurt tourism as well. Hey, Brit. Like that's going to hurt tourism as well. Like nobody can. Did you go when you went to the store? Because I don't have no key.
I drove my truck.
Like when, like something. Mexico gonna have to do something, honey. Mexico gonna have to step up and help somebody. Because everybody getting hurt in y'all country and y'all ain't helping nobody. Like I don't understand. Stay y'all behinds out of Mexico, okay? Don't even take no friends to Mexico. Mexico is a no. Stay out of Mexico, okay? Don't go to Mexico for nothing. You know, just stay from over there. They ain't got no protection for you. Anything can happen to you over there, and they ain't gonna help you. Just Dwayne type of hey Brit. Yeah, like I can't believe this. The U.S. just done let me down. The U.S. done let me down. Like I can't believe that. Talking not enough evidence, baby. If a video don't help you, like I said, at least for assault. If y'all can't get them for unaliving the girl, at least get them for assault. Cause you got home video assault, Shanquella. Like, come on. Like, one of y'all got that key. Cause I don't have it. Like they gotta at least do assault. Like that something gotta shake. Ain't no way it's gonna be nothing out of nothing. Ain't no way that family gonna get nothing, man. It's just no way. It's just no way nobody gonna make that right. That family walk away and they just gotta accept the fact that somebody took their daughter's life with nobody being brought to justice. And then the last thing that they remember is seeing a video of their daughter getting beat like that. And nobody is there to help that family. Like, come on. Somebody got to step up for this family. Like, it's just no way. It's just no way. It's just no way. Like, how can y'all make, like, somebody tell me, is it something that I'm missing? Is anybody on here that practice law or something and can tell me how can they do this? Like, how in the world? Like, I never thought that. Now, I did at some point think that maybe the U.S. hands will be tied because it didn't happen in the U.S. So Mexico would have to be the one to bring the charges. At some point in my life, I did think that, when it happened. But the more and more I watched the video as it came out, the angrier I got. I'm like, nah, somebody gonna do something. That was my outlook of it. Like, ain't no way they gonna let this slide. Like they got them on video, taking this baby, doing that to this baby. Like at least somebody gonna get assault. If they can't make anything else stick, assault gonna stick. Cause you on video with the assault. That's gonna stick. But to say nothing, the US is not gonna do nothing. That never even crossed my mind. But that's where it's at. Like y'all, when I say I'm livid for her, I am livid for her parents. When I say I'm livid for that family, I'm livid, y'all. I'm livid. I'm livid, and I just can't. I don't want to know how they feel, but I can just, just as a parent, I can think of a little piece of how they feel. The family's possible only recourse is a civil suit. Yeah, I hope they sue. Me too. But no amount of money in this world can bring their baby back. But I definitely hope that they do something. Don't just do something. Like, but them people minds probably all over the place when that, what I'm saying, when that news drops. Say what? Like what? Nothing. I just see y'all indict drugs. Like, come on. What this really about? It makes me think it's more. It's somebody hiding somewhere, y'all. Do anybody feel like this is some sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like this is some sort of um what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? Like some kind of, I don't know, just some kind of mixed up type of, I don't know, y'all. It's just some kind of old mess. Somebody trying to hide something in the mix. Something in this milk ain't clean, okay? Something in this milk is sour. That they talk about that they ain't finna bring no charges on them churn. Something in this milk ain't clean. And see, this is what I'm saying. They keep doing stuff like this. They're gonna press people to handle justice in the streets. Street justice is gonna become more prevalent than going to the through the judicial system. They keep doing stuff like this. They keep this mess up. People gonna stop running to the law for help. Huh. People gonna stop running to the law for help. Because this is some foolishness. Like I said, and if they family, and then the bad thing about it, that's right, pre-planned, Mr. Harris. For real, Dwayne, like I really feel like they had that plan. Because for one, all y'all in the same place at the same time, all y'all knew to pull them phones out. So y'all knew what was about to happen. Y'all didn't, nobody tried to intervene and stop it. Everybody sat there and watched it. And y'all let it go on and on like as a grown person. If I'm walking in the street and I see two strangers are in an altercation, right? And I see one person just constantly putting their hands on the other person and they not fighting back. I'm wired to a place where I'm like, y'all chill that out, man. He or she, they don't want to fight. Leave them alone. And that could be a total stranger. So you think I'm gonna stand there and watch two of my friends fight like that, and one of them not fighting back? No, I'm not wired like that. I would not be able to sit there and watch that. So, like I said, it already makes me feel like they already had that plan. And I pray to God that family gets some type of justice. This is some bull crap. I'm living, and anybody that's human, they got emotions, and definitely got children, should be as well. Like, this is ridiculous. And it kind of makes you lose a little hope in the judicial system. Because it's just no way Charlotte judicial system decided to do this family like that. Like, it's just no way. And this baby, all because she trusted the wrong people. That's why I said, baby, let me tell you something. Y'all can keep that friendly stuff. See, you got to be real careful who you call your friend, baby. Because sometimes your friend, your real enemy, that's what I say, you keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Sometimes those friends that you keeping closer is really the enemies that you keeping closer. Don't let that go over your head. It's really the enemies that you keeping closer in disguise. You know, sometimes them frenemies. And then, like I said, frenemies. Baby, and sometimes, unfortunately, it turn out to be your day one A1s, the ones from the sandbox, honey. The ones that you used to play outside with, ride them bikes with, flip on the mattresses with, baby, them be the same ones that been to turn you around, set you up to take your life, or set you up to steal from you, or set you up. You just got to watch everybody. Don't trust nobody. Okay, trust everybody as far as you can see them. Because, you know, and definitely when you're going out of the country, go out of the country with your family members, if anybody. You got to be careful with them too now. You know, but as far as trying to hurt you like that, well, let me tell y'all something. It's a little girl here, y'all, 13-year-old little girl, just unalived her 18-year-old brother, honey. And I'm just like, y'all, the devil is running rapid. She did that to her 18-year-old brother, a 13-year-old girl. I said, Lord Jesus, God, Father God, shield me and my family with the armor of protection, baby. It's too much Cain and Abel because of a brother here. Also, the other day, just beat his brother with a baseball bat to he was unalived. Like, y'all, stuff is, I'm telling you, it's just crazy how you see stories in the Bible and you seeing them come to pass. Like brothers taking each other's lives. Like what? And then with a bat, you know how personal that was. That was personal to the fact that you would, you know, beat your brother enough that he would be out of here. That was very personal. That's some old Cain and Abel type stuff right there. Like, who would think that you can't trust your brother with your life? You know, when did it come a time when your sibling, you got to side out your sibling when it comes to your life? Your sibling would take your life from you. Like, what? You know, ooh, baby, this is just a whole lot of stuff. Okay. A whole lot of messed up stuff that we all need to be paying attention to. We need to do our due diligence. We need to stay mindful of the company that we keep. Anybody moving janky, even a little bit, get them out your space. You don't got time to ask them why. Who cares? I don't care. Any vibe that's off, y'all, get it out your way, get it out your life, and keep your eye on. Don't think, oh, that's my day one, A1. They won't do that. Oh, yes, they will. Your vibe is not wrong. Whatever your vibe is telling you, when your vibe's off, all your chakras are off, is the reason for that. Don't sit there and ignore that. Don't sit there and ignore that feeling. That feeling is your discernment. Okay? Even like I said, it may seem crazy because of the person that it may be sometimes, but don't sit there and think to your that you know them better than God knows them, because He sent those vibes and those that discernment. He gave that to you for a reason. Utilize it, even when it hurts. Utilize that discernment. Stay alive until it's your time to go. Enjoy your life, even if it's just you and your children or you and your spouse. So what? Enjoy your life. You only get one. You don't get no redo at this thing. Stop fumbling yourself playing around talking with people you don't think people do. Yes, they will. If they gave you a reason for you to even say, I don't think she would, then that's the issue. If you even had to say to yourself, I don't think she would do that, or I don't think he would do that, honey, it's a reason why you having that self-doubt. Pay attention to it. Move on it. Act accordingly. That's your discernment. Anytime you got to second guess somebody, just go ahead and wash your hands with that. I love you, but I'm gonna love you for a distance. For some reason, my vibes off when it come to you. You know, my balance ain't what it used to be when it come to you. Something changed about you. Because like I said, people are very good at putting on a deceptive face. Don't be fooled. Pay attention to people movements. Pay attention to those vibes. Pay attention to how they changing. Pay attention to all that. None of that can be excused. Positive vibes only, baby. If any negative vibes, go ahead. I don't got time for that in my life. There's no place for it in my life. Go ahead. Justice for Shanquella Robinson. We're gonna scream that forever until that baby get justice, because this is ridiculous. This is disheartening. This is disgusting that the U.S. failed her. Because, like I said, at least assault. You know, come on, y'all. At least assault. If y'all can't get her for the unalive part, even though we still probably wouldn't understand that, we can't say it was intentional. We can't say that. It was a fight. You know what I'm saying? So we can't say for sure with beyond a reasonable doubt that her motive was to unalive her. We can't say that. Even from the video, it was a fight. She was being a bully. Those things we can say. So at least assault, but nothing. Nah, that don't sit right with me. Nothing. Nah. Like I said, I understand you innocent to proven guilty. She's proven guilty in a video where she's assaulting that baby, and that's what she needs to be charged with. If you can't charge her with the higher charge of unaliving that child, she need to be charged with assault. But to get away with that is a no-go. They should not allow that. And like I said, hopefully Mexico, I hope, but you talk about Mexico, child, I hope Mexico, I just hope they don't fail that baby. Somebody do something, Lord. Jesus Christ. I should have went to court to be a lawyer, then to be a judge. Because baby, let me tell you something. If I was sitting on that judge, oh no, even if the United States can't do nothing, baby, we doing something. Oh, they're going down for assault or something. I hope her mom try to take to the Supreme Court or whatever. I hope she don't never stop fighting for her baby, because that's ridiculous. And she deserves so much more than that. She looks like a sweet girl. We don't know her, but still, at the end of the day, we know nobody deserves what happened to her, whether we know her or not. We know that baby didn't deserve to be left alone in a foreign country all by herself, alive or not. We know that was not right. We know we wouldn't maneuver like that. We wouldn't move like that. We know that's an act of a cowardly, heartless person. That's enough. That's all we got to know. Like, come on. Does anybody put themselves in that position? Like, what would you do? Even though I don't want to ever be in that position, but at the same time, let's just talk about it. Let's be honest about it. You can't find no right in that. You can't find no right in what they did to that child from the beginning to the end. Or the way they even handled the fact that she was already gone to bring her belongings back to the U.S. How dare y'all? And tell her mama she passed away from alcohol poisoning. Because first thing, her mama good. Because I'd be like, y'all hearing my baby not? And this the news y'all finna deliver? I'd have been on them already. Yep, I wouldn't have, yeah. Only reason why I wouldn't have made it to Mexico because I'd have been in jail. I'm here to tell you that right now. Because y'all got me messed up. Because you mean to tell me y'all ain't called, don't nobody leave from over there. I'm on the way. Let me catch the next flight out. Don't come over here with my baby stuff and tell me y'all done left my baby alone. My baby died. Oh no. Let me tell y'all something. Mm-mm. Ooh, I didn't even want to finish that sentence, baby, because it sounded too personal, baby. God, let me knock on wood, Lord, please never. That's a feeling that I never want to feel. My heart goes out to every mother that's lost a child. I pray to God that God never. Ooh, I never want to feel that kind of pain. Unfortunately, the U.S. don't have jurisdiction, and that's the sad part. I hate that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Dwayne. That's why I was. But okay, Dwayne, even though they don't have jurisdiction, do that mean that they can't even charge you with assault though? Because it didn't actually happen in the U.S. It didn't happen on U.S. soil. Is that what that? Is that what that mean? But they can extradite them because I done seen them extradite people. Hey, but you know what? But you know how people be commit crimes and running over to those foreign countries so they won't get caught. So that may be what you're talking about, something like that. Is it something like that, Dwayne, that you're talking about? Because I know people do that. I've heard of people doing that, like commit crimes and then running over to Bali or something like that. So they're like Russell, allegedly Russell Simmons, allegedly, running over to those foreign countries so they don't have to face charges. Is it something like that? Is basically what you're saying? Like, so if the fact that it happened in Mexico, they can't be charged in the U.S., even though she was a U.S. citizen, and all of them were as well. And the fact that it's a video of this assault, it's a video of this happening. I'm just losing, Lord Jesus. That's why I look to the skies, because from there comes my help, baby. Because let me tell you something. If all we had to lean on was the earthly things and the way the earth is moved and the way the earth generates and what happens on the earth, baby, we'll be damned. Okay. Because, baby, you just never know. You just never know. This world is just becoming more hateful by the day. People are becoming more hateful by the day. You don't know who you could trust, who you can't trust. Every day people just waking up to, you watch the news, every day is bad news. It's always something. It's always something. No, the U.S. can't. That's why I say the family should file a civil suit in the U.S. It said, yeah, they definitely need to do that. Then I don't care how young they is. I don't care what they got. Sue them for what they don't got. Sue them for what they may have in the future. Keep a lien on their assets forever. Forever, until they pay off whatever it is that she can get. Because ain't no way they just don't let them. But even like I said, even the money will never replace their baby. But they need to be held accountable. However, she can't hold them accountable. She need to. And I would be on Mexico like, this happened on your grounds. Your nurses saw my baby. Your doctors did whatever it was to see my baby. None of you thought to contact me. I had to wait for these children to come over here and tell me this foolishness. Like, they owe that lady. They owe that lady justice. They owe Shanquella's mother and father some justice. Them people are owed that. After all this situation, what all we saw transpire, Shanquella Robinson's family is owed their justice. They owed that. They have been going through a whole lot, and we're on the outside looking in, and it affects a lot of us. So imagine how they feel being right in the middle, and it being her child that she bared and his daughter. Like watching the dad break down the way he break down, it make me cry every time. Like he loved his baby. Like, come on, man. Can't nobody think they can just go around and taking people children. Like, come on, man. And you do street justice, you end up being as bad as the person that actually committed the act against you. But what do people supposed to do when they feel like they can't get justice within a judicial system and they can't get street justice? Like justice gonna have to be served one way or the other. Like people just can't keep committing crimes and walking away scot free, even taking people loved ones, taking people children. Like, come on now. We all of God, God working on all of us, but we all are human too. The human side. I know God say, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. I understand that because I'm in the middle of something like that right now, where it's just like, God, I need you to show up now. I've been being very patient, very, very, very patient, trying to do everything the right way and not do things the wrong way, because I know the wrong way, may mess me up in the long run. But, at the same time, we all are human. So, I'm praying to God that He is definitely, I know He's very proud of me for my doing my due diligence, for me being able to sit back and allow Him to, work all this out the way He gonna work it out, y'all. But I'm telling you, it's hard as hell when somebody's messing with your children and doing stuff that they got no business doing, and You feel like you have to be the bigger person because you're trying to teach your children that, vengeance is the Lord. You're trying to teach that other than just saying it. You're trying to actually teach it. You're in the middle of hell and you're trying to teach peace in the middle of hell. That's the hardest thing in this world to do. And that's where I am right now, trying to teach peace and not only talk the talk, I'm trying to walk the walk. And let me tell y'all something. I find myself sometimes even being weakened by, like, okay, God, how much of this I gotta endure? You know, that's right. Garnish the wages, and if you win, put a lien. I'm telling you, Mr. Dwayne, everything. Everything. And I'm in the middle of that right now, baby. It's just like I tell my babies, it's a war out here, and y'all to pray. Y'all gonna have to choose because it's gonna be people trying to attack y'all, and make y'all go to street justice and doing stuff and following them up and getting out here and acting a fool in the streets. But I'm telling you, I keep telling them, because of what y'all know, and because God has me here teaching y'all as y'all mother. If y'all choose to fall into that trap and do street justice, y'all punishment is gonna be worse than this. Because a lot of them children don't got no praying mother. A lot of them children don't got no mama telling them that not teaching them to stand on business. I tell them, you gonna stand on some business, you stand on some business to be successful. You stand on business to be better than the people around here that's trying to pull you in the streets. Baby, I ain't have no children to let them die in the streets, honey. I tell mines all the time, I ain't have no street ninjas and I ain't had no thugs. So if that's what you aspire to be, you got to be it from around me. Because I'm never going to applaud that type of behavior. Because that's not what every time a woman lay down and have a child, she got one foot in the grave. You think I ought to put one foot in my grave to have a thug? And that's all I mean when I say have a thug. I mean, that's all that I aspire you to be. I'm going to put my life online because I want to have a thug. No, no. I put my life on the line for a child that I want to see be better than me. A child that I know deserves to have everything good in this life. A child that I know that's going to be great every time I lay down to have a child. A child, I don't care what you go through. Yeah, sometimes you're going to have to go through a journey. It's going to be some stuff that may not look perfect in other people's eyes, but I know what I prayed for. And I know some of the things that you do are some things that I have to go through because, like they say, whatever you do to your parents, you get it back 10 times fold. We all know that. So some of the things that they've done and that we go through, I be like, Lord, I knew you said it. But okay, I give up. Then you win. I get it. So I know some things I got to go through. But understand, it will not be if I get it my way, because I know God got the last say, so it won't be to their demise. You know. But they got to do their part too, honey. They got to work. They got to figure out if they care more about how I see them and how God see them or how the streets see them. The choice is theirs. I told them they gonna have to figure that part of it out. Well, y'all, I just came to chat with y'all for a little while, but I'm gonna be out. May yesterday be better than yesterday. May your tomorrow be better than today. Know that every day God blows that breath in your body, you're one step closer to your season. It's nearing y'all. Don't fumble yourself worrying about the world. You greater. You greater. Every day you wake up, you're close to greater. No matter what you're going through, no matter what your mama was, what your daddy was, what your circumstances are at this moment, you greater. And you deemed for greatness and you will have it. Again, justice for Shanquella Robinson. Everybody have a blessed night. God loves you and I love you best. I love you and God loves you best though, okay? And I'm out, y'all.